carried away by every kind of funny doctrines, doctrine of deliverance, doctrine of coconut, doctrine of handkerchief, doctrine of ribena, doctrine of all kinds of doctrine, because people are kept like children. And by the trickery of man, trickeries, deception of man, tricks. People use tricks. They say they want to give you deliverance. They play all kind of tricks on your mind. Tricks to get money from you. Tricks to exploit you. That is what is happening when fivefold ministers don't dedicate themselves to grooming church members into sons. When you are not interested and you are not grooming people to become sons of God, to become matured in God, that is what happens to them. They will be manipulated. That's why when you go to Nigeria or Africa now, members of churches are just moving from one church to the other, from one church to the other. They will move there, and then they move to another one, then they move to another, then they move to another. People are just moving up and down, to and fro. People are just being manipulated, being moved to and fro. So when people are not mature to be sons, tricks of men of God will they will be blinded by the tricks of these so-called men of God. But then they will also be susceptible to cunning craftiness, and also they will be susceptible to deceitful plotting. These are all things that we already see evidently in the African church today. See, the church members will be going to and fro. Are church members in Nigeria now not going to and fro? Because of course, they are running from one church to the other. In fact, I heard that now that in Nigeria, they will go from one night vigil in one church, then cross the road and move to another night vigil in another church, and then, all kind of, people, because they are not matured. It's easy to manipulate people when you keep them as kids, as slaves, as infants. And that's how the church in Nigeria and Africa, we are guilty of that. Keeping people as children, just making them to be, tossed to and fro. We see that. That is real. That is true. That is because they are children. When they are children, they could be manipulated, going to and fro, like animals, like cattle. That's number one. Number two, they will be